This is the Risk Grandnovice Series, where I, a Grandmaster on the free-for-all ladder, share a lower-ranked game. From this, hopefully more people will see the game of Risk, newer players can improve their play, and maybe we'll get to see something crazy. I don't know. The main thing to take from this is, and I do know this, you don't have to be number one to have fun. Get out there, play some Risk, and have some fun. And actually, we're going to have to, man, I wish we kind of were playing this game, because look at this awesome Australia spawn we have. We might not be able to roll ourselves down completely right away, just because we don't want to accidentally. If it's possible that taking less cards, or gosh, it's hard to talk and think, and oh, there's the neighbor's tree chiming in on my air conditioning. Look at that, I accidentally took a card anyway. So if you're new here and you're wondering why is this person kind of rambling about and they're not doing any successful rolls, it is because how I play this game is I get in and I try to be as impactless as possible on the game so we can see how newer players, because if you look at the settings right now, it is going to be novice to intermediate. So we're watching how lower players play the game, and right now we are going to be going into a 1v1 with the orange and blue player, with the blue player going to need to respond to the orange player taking a bonus on turn one, which is a very real possibility, and very frequently this happens in 1v1s. So it's a balance of when I create this game, because I spend some time figuring out settings that are exciting, that are new, but that newer players will also feel comfortable joining that lobby. So for example, we're in a 70% game right now, and newer players aren't often looking to join 70% games, or looking to join world domination games. So it is good to be able to explore new settings if you're a newer player, but also join the ones that you're comfortable joining. And when you see a game like the one I had when I was trying to put together this game, I had 70%. At one point I was trying true random. I didn't even have it open to intermediates. It was progressive, which I think I may have switched it to fixed. I have, and all of those things make it every setting difference. I had it at 60 seconds at one point instead of 90 seconds, and we just couldn't get a lobby going. But as soon as I kind of made some of those newer player friendly options, then we filled that lobby up so quickly. So I'm so happy to be here today. The blue player maybe not understanding exactly what's going on because they are trying to take North America, but I have a feeling green, being in this what looks like 3-player game, but actually pretty soon should be a 2-player game when I am gone, which will turn it into the 1v1 that it is intended to be like. The blue player is going to realize that the green player is actually like their direct enemy. They're in direct conflict with that individual. So let us go and roll ourselves down again if we can. It's going to be hard to do anything with this 6 here. I'm just going to roll one-on-ones and try and fail all of them, but I do have one successful one. That's okay. We are going to get ourselves out of Africa, because orange or blue might want to start looking, or sorry, out of Australia, orange or blue might want to start looking at that continent. Orange perhaps breaking blue here. It is the best idea. No, attacking around, starting to group those troops perhaps is taking Africa now. An 8-on-4, that would be a big hit. But if it is unsuccessful, but it is successful, if it had been unsuccessful, there was a 7 right here, so that would still work. And the split for the 3-on-1 is once again successful. Great dice on the orange player, and they now are equal in troop income with the blue player, oddly not breaking the blue player, which they probably should have. Clearing my throat there, taking a drink of water, letting orange finish out their turn. Blue with the troop income of, how much was that? It was 11 troops, a big number. And the 3-on-1 for North America up there is going to be rolled. That's very risky, but if it is successful and it is allowed to hold, which the orange player absolutely could and should break, It is successful. We'll see if we see the first conflict between the orange player and the blue player very soon. You'll see the blue player actually holding 52% of the map. That is a huge amount. The blue player perhaps just trying to get that early expansion out of the way. They're putting themselves in a very vulnerable position as far as troop income goes, but in a great position as far as securing that W at that 70%. They could take it next turn if orange does not stop them. And we are here again going to roll ourselves down. While we're rolling ourselves down, let's start thinking about where we might see some big swings, where we might see that 70% snuck away from someone else. I actually have 2 cards right now, very easy to take. I think either player, if orange were to add to this 7, they could come through blue and remove myself from the game, securing them 2 cards, allowing them to have a trade in next turn. But if they don't do more and they don't hit blue, blue's going to take the 70%, maybe even on accident. Blue is doing an amazing job right now. I will say, if orange bots out, orange does not bot out, but if orange did bot out, we have expert AI, which I really wanted that in there in case the 1v1 turned into a situation where there was a bot out. But orange attacking the blue player, this needed to be done considering the blue player held so much of the map. What is orange going to do, and how is blue going to respond to that? That is another very important question. Orange should not allow blue to hold Europe at all. And blue looks like will get to continue to hold Europe unless orange attacks from Africa, from the south into the north. They should do that just like that. Boom. Orange has 50% of the map. This is going to be a huge back and forth, and I think those early trades are going to be very, very impactful. We'll see if anyone has trades on 3, if anyone removes myself for those 2 cards and is able to swing the game towards themselves. But I think any turn rotation where blue doesn't hit orange or orange doesn't hit blue, that's going to be bad news because this is just such a volatile situation. Let's see what blue lines up to do. Oh no, blue gonna risk the 3-on-1 to break North America. If that is unsuccessful and orange has a trade on 3 or orange has the troop income, which they just might, we may see the end of the game right here. Oh wow. Blue maybe not realizing how dire the situation is. So because our goal, of course, is to impact the game as little as possible, and that 3-on-1 is not successful in the top left, so we should be seeing orange take the W now. But like I said, the goal here is to have as little impact as possible on the game. So I'm kind of asking myself here, do I roll down on the 3 in Asia? Do I roll down on the 2 in Australia, potentially on one hand breaking Asia, which I don't want to do because I don't want to have that impact, but I also don't want to remove that 2 because green might want to remove me for those cards? Or do I just stack and do nothing? Oddly enough, I think the answer right now is I'm just going to stack and do nothing because I think that has the least amount of impact on the game. Blue continues to hold. Orange can still remove me for the cards. Let's see where this game goes because this is Orange's game to take right now. Oh my gosh, with the huge trade in on 3, that is so fortunate. Even if orange doesn't take the game right now, which they absolutely should, and I hope will, they're going to get a trade in sooner with those cards from myself. Orange holding 52% of the board. It is going up. Oh, we need to get in there and spectate very quickly. Here we go. 54% of the board, 57. This is a easy, clean sweep, even if it doesn't happen this turn, which it absolutely should. If blue doesn't have a trade on 3, it is going to be the end of the game. Orange does not need to stop right now. Orange needs to absolutely keep attacking as fast as they can. They're going to have plenty of time. We have 90-second turn timers, I believe, but I don't want to check right now because I want to watch the end of the game. I want to watch it happen. That is a good game and well played. What a fast game. I've been, I don't know why, loving these 1v1s, loving how volatile they can be, how fun they can be to watch and to play. And this was great. I don't know if these players knew what they were getting in on when they first joined, but orange definitely got the memo. And we have 2 novices. I'm so happy to see that. We kind of see what a game, what a 1v1 at this level can look like. So when you get out there, if you're a newer player and it gives you that option and it says, do you want to play 1v1 or free for all? A lot of us just hop in and we don't even think about the 1v1 section. It can be kind of scary, but I would encourage you to do that. Get in there and play some 1v1s. This has been the Risk Grandnovice Series. Get out there, play some Risk, and have some fun.